Wilson, sales representative for Cole Banker Momentum Realty here in Niagara. Here with episode 7 of my hot tips for real estate. So this topic is about, so you bought your home. It could be a first home, it could be a downsized home, it could be upsized home. So what do you do next? The number one thing you should be doing is either, if you went into a bidding war and you did not put in a home inspection, you really don't know what this home is all about, first thing you should do is hire a home inspector. That home inspector is going to save you money. And here's a good example. I have clients that I just served. They purchased an amazing 2-story home. They didn't go into bidding war because they bought it many years ago before the bidding wars were a great example of what's going on in the market in Niagara. But they bought this beautiful home, busy with life, busy with work and kids and juggling all. So when they bought the home, they actually did have a home inspection. Unfortunately for me, when I sold them their home, I really didn't know that. If I did, I would have read the home inspection report and it would have revealed quite a number of smaller items, but one major item. That major item was there was a little bit of mold in the ceiling, in the attic access, in the ceiling of the attic. So you're talking the sheathing on the other side of the roof. So why? Because it's a high-pitched roof. There wasn't a lot of air getting in there. It was very airtight. So yes, they added, as the recommendation by their home inspector, they added roof vents. Well, guess what, guys? They didn't remediate the mold. So as the attic wasn't as hot as it was, the mold didn't grow rapidly. So over the 11 years they owned the home, it did spread somewhat. So guess what happens when you put a home like that back on the market and a home inspection was done? They lost money. And here's why. Because mold is a big thing, like leakage, mold, mildew, radon gases, any structural elements, and that is considered a defect. So unfortunately, I didn't know. Now my clients in this great market, hot market, where they would have made a lot more money than we thought, didn't make that money. They actually lost money. It cost them $25,000 on contract. And it also has cost them about $4,000, $4,500 on cleanup, on remediating the situation. And at that point, you can't even remediate it yourself. You have to get professionals to do it for you. Add more vents and remediate the mold. So there's a great example of what you should do once you buy a home in a bidding war without a home inspection is get one. Because that home inspector is going to point out to you what are the major defects in the home and what are the maintenance items. If you haven't owned a home of that style or nature, you may not know that a roof line that is high pitched, that there's maybe a lot more air trapped in there, there's not a lot of airflow, is going to create issues in that home. Second thing is, if you have a home inspection, you managed to get an offer in, accepted, and you purchased a home and you have a home inspection in your hand, now go back over it. Don't just shelve it and put it away. You need to go over it and review all the major items that the home inspectors pointed out to you to say, these are the items that you need to fix. So then how that helps you as a buyer is it's going to set you up for two things. One, it's going to set you up for the living in your home, a safe living in your home. It's also going to set you up for resale, so you don't have nasty surprises when you do go to sell your home in any type of market. You don't want to lose money as a seller. So there are good examples of why you would want to do that to budget. It helps you in enjoying your home and also not breaking the piggy bank when it comes to remediating any type of situation, and then putting it into a budget flow so that you know every year I'm going to spend, $1,000 on this, or I'm going to spend $500 on this, because something like mold, going back to the example, so that could probably be remedied in 2011, which is when the home was purchased, for probably about $500. Now it costs them $25,000 on a sale, and it costs them $4,500 to remedy. So ouch. good example. And yeah, so something worthwhile to keep in mind in this busy bidding war situation that we find ourselves in our market in Niagara. Thanks for listening. Smash that like button. Have any questions? I can answer them. I can also recommend 3 home inspectors that I currently use in the Niagara area that are awesome, that know their stuff, and would welcome questions for you, or of course would be willing to be contracted for you for their services if you didn't get a home inspection, or if you need a home inspector during the contract process. Vanessa Wilson signing off. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.